Welcome, I'm Al Bundy. This is a special edition of Meet the Leaders, sponsored by Altice USA. My special guest here at the New Jersey League of Municipalities is State Senator Kip Bateman. Talk to me a little bit about what the convention's been like for you this year.
It's always great to come down Atlantic City, meet with the mayors, meet with the local officials, the legislators, to talk about their problems. I'm a former mayor of Branchburg Township, so I can relate to a lot of the issues that our mayors are facing around the state. And it's really the same issue as affordability and taxes.
Is this convention more for mayors or more for state legislators, elected officials?
I know it's cities, because
I know the cities have people who have to get certified.
Absolutely.
Being a code enforcement
and
inspector.
There's a number of people here from Branchburg Township, a lot of the code enforcement. It's really for the municipalities, but legislators come because, listen, they're our constituents. We want to hear from them. So it's always, I think, informational, and I enjoy it over here.
Tell me about your district. What comprises your district?
I'm in the 16th district, which actually includes 4 counties, 2 county seats. So I have South Brunswick, I have Princeton, I have 5 towns in Hunterdon, and 7 towns in Somerset County. Okay. The last redistricting really changed my district. It moved me into 3 other counties. So it's been a lot of hard work. I've met a lot of great people, but it's a very competitive district.
Now, you certainly have some of the more affluent counties. One of the most affluent counties. I used to live in Hunterdon County. One of the most affluent counties in New Jersey. What's the number one problem, challenges that you seem to face there as a legislator?
I think affordability. I think taxes, and I have a lot of towns like Manville and South Brunswick. Blue collar towns. People struggling, trying to make ends meet. And everywhere I go, people say, we love New Jersey, but it's become unaffordable, and people are leaving the state.
What ideas you have to help deal with that problem? I know the governor recently has increased taxes some, but what ideas would you suggest?
Well, actually next week, Senator Sweeney's coming to Somerville, and he's going to speak to the ELC, and we're having a town hall meeting where we've invited all the elected officials from Somerset and Hunterdon County to come and talk about, some of the things we're trying to do, more consolidation, we have too much government. We have too much redundancy.
So you'd like to see some regionalization, some shared services?
Shared services, regionalization. We just can't. Every town can't afford to have everything, and we need to consolidate. And actually, one of my towns, a few years back, Princeton and Princeton Borough actually consolidated.
That's true.
And they have saved a lot of money. So,
do you have a report on that, how that looks?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well, and I think they've saved millions of dollars, and they will over the course of time.
See any other communities close?
That's the problem. And it took like 3 times on the ballot to get that, and that was the same name, Princeton. When you try to put Metuchen with Edison, it's going to be more difficult.
Metuchen Edison.
Exactly, but you know what? We need to make it worth their while. There's got to be funding behind it, and we really have to push hard, because let me tell you, we can't keep affording to lose people, because when people leave the state, it's not good for anything.
Yeah, the story, a lot of millennials are leaving. Now, another concern has been New Jersey transit. Fares seem to still increase, but service has not gotten a lot better. What ideas or thoughts do you have regarding this issue?
Well, we have to really hold their feet to the fire. New Jersey Transit, it's somewhat of an embarrassment, and I understand that they're down positions and we need more engineers. But I feel for those individuals who have to commute every day. Sometimes they're standing there and the trains are canceled, they don't come. I mean, it's a real problem, and we got to get a handle on it. And actually, I just came from a meeting with some of the senators and the mayors. We're trying to get one seat stop from Raritan Valley Line to the city. I represent Somerville and Raritan and North Branch and Branchburg. And one seat is so important because people have to go to Newark and change. It takes a 1-hour commute to make it 2.5 hours, and so we need to obviously give New Jersey Transit more funding, but we have to hold their feet to the fire and say, listen, this is unacceptable. People, it's a long day. You get up and you wait 2 hours for a train. You go into the city, coming back. I mean,
plus it impacts on their job and their company.
Absolutely. I mean, and especially in Somerville. Somerville has spent millions of dollars on infrastructure, and we're trying to get one seat, and it really makes a difference because it brings more jobs, it brings more people, the economy, the restaurants, jobs at the county seat in Somerville. I mean, it makes a difference. So, we're meeting with New Jersey Transit because it can only get better. It can't get much worse.
Now, we're actually out of time, but I want you to think about and share with us one issue you'd like to work with, not so new anymore, our new governor, and you'd like to see in next year's budget. Just one issue.
Well, I think we need more funding for the opioid crisis. I mean, we'll lose over 3,000 New Jerseyans this year, and it's a real epidemic. And we're losing our youth to.
Now, should that money be dedicated to education, to treatment?
Combination of both. I mean, there's no question we have to educate the youth in particular, because you know what. The drugs that they're getting, in the past, maybe, you could get away with it, but some of the drugs that are coming out of China, you take them once and it's deadly. And, people have to realize, they have to be educated that, you could die.
Yeah, we have this fentanyl concern that people...
I mean, in Somerset County, I had 2 police officers who were actually testing it, and they both overdosed. And so, obviously they revived them, but now they sent it down to Trenton and let them do it in the suits because it's so deadly that,
they have to be protected.
It got to be protected. So that's one of the number one issues, the opioid crisis. And I'm going to continue to work with Senator Sweeney on that and Governor Murphy.
Thank you, Senator. We're here in Atlantic City at the 103rd League Municipality Convention. My special guest has been Senator Kip Bateman.